everyone, my name is Murli Priya. I am from ECEP. My roll number is 20BQ1A0490 and I am going to explain about dielectrics in applied physics. Dielectrics and its topics are properties, polarization, Lorentz field and classes Massotti equation. In properties we can see non-polar and polar materials, permittivity and susceptibility. In polarization we can see electronic and ionic polarization and orientation and space charge polarization. There are four types: electronic, ionic, orientation and space charge. In Lorentz field means local field or Lorentz internal field. Classes Massotti equation depends on internal field. Now properties of dielectrics. Here di means two, electrics means charge. Two charges is called as the dielectrics and it has two types: non-polar materials and polar materials. Insulators, electrons are bonded tightly and no free charges. Non-metals, high specific resistance withstand at high voltages. Non-metals and capacitors can store charge. Dielectrics divided into two types. Here we can see the two types: applied electric field, DC electric field, AC electric field loss. And second type is dipole moment, polarizability. In first type we can see it is also of two types: permittivity, medium, vacuum, relative permittivity, and second one is dielectric displacement or flux density. In second type we can see Lorentz force, Coulombic force and susceptibility. Here first of all we are going to learn about electric dipole moment. Its symbol is mu. The product of charge and distance between two charges is called electric dipole moment. Mu equals to Q into R. Here we are taking two charges, plus Q and minus Q, and they are separated by the distance R. And the two charges are separated, so there is a dipole moment, and it also have internal local electric field. Okay, and the bond between them is covalent bond. Mu equals to Q into R, and the SI unit is Coulomb meter, or its units are dBi. Here we can see some of the dipole moments for molecules. CO2 overall dipole moment 0, H2O overall dipole moment are represented here, and for B3, and for H2O mu equals to 1.8 dBi. Here we can see for dipole moment of BF3, no net dipole moment. In this figure we can see that there are two charges, positive and negative charges, and in between them there are electric lines, and it also have electric field direct, and here we can see electric field direction also. Now in this, D is the displacement with applied electric field, E is the electric field, P is the additional polarization in vacuum. D is directly proportional to E. D equals to epsilon into E. D equals to epsilon naught E plus P. Epsilon R minus 1 equals to Xi. Here we can see two figures. First one is no electric field, second one is applied electric field. In first figure we can see that there is no electric field, so they are in random. In second one we can see that there is a electric field and they are in correct position. Electric susceptibility, the electric susceptibility J is defined as the ratio of polarization vector to the applied electric field E. Xi equal to P by E. Xi has no units, means electric susceptibility has no units. P equals to Xi into E. Xi equals to mu R minus 1. Xi equals to epsilon R minus 1. Now we are going to see about two figures. In first figure we can see that E equals to 0, means if E is 0, D also equals to 0 and P also equals to 0, and it represents the non-polar molecule of dielectrics. In second figure we can see E not equals to 0, means D not equals to 0, P not equals to 0. Non-polar molecules of dielectrics, E not equals to 0. It represents non-polar molecules of dielectrics, E not equals to 0. And here we are going to see about various polarization processes. When the specimen is placed inside a DC electric field, here we won't consider AC, only we will consider DC. Polarization is due to four types of processes: electronic polarization, ionic polarization, orientation polarization, space charge polarization. First of all, we will discuss about electronic polarization. When an electric field is applied to an atom, positively charged nucleus displaces in the direction of field and electron put in opposite direction. This kind of displacement will produce an electric dipole within the atom, means it is produced inside the atom itself. The dipole moment is proportional to the magnitude of field strength and is given by mu E is directly proportional to E, and or mu E equals to alpha E into E. When we remove the proportionality constant is taken, means here alpha E is the electronic polarizability constant. Now, as we discussed above, and it increases with increase of volume of atom. Means if you increase the volume of atom, polarization, means electronic polarization also increases. This kind of polarization is mostly exhibited in monoatomic gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Okay, it occurs only at optical frequencies, means highest frequency. Electronic polarization has highest frequency 10 to the power of 15 Hz. It is independent of temperature, means it does not depend on temperature. So irrespective of temperature is taken here. Next, let us assume sigma be the charge density of the sphere. Sigma equals to minus ZD by 4 by 3 pi r cube. For the sphere we are taking here, minus ZD represents the total charge in the sphere. Negative charge, here we are taking negative charge. Thus the negative charge in the sphere of radius x is QE equals to sigma 4 by 3 pi into x cube. Here place that as sigma value here, minus ZD by 4 by 3 pi r cube, 4 by 3 pi x cube. After solving this, we get minus ZD by r cube, x cube into x cube. Now Fc, Coulombic force, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QE into QP by x square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught x square substitute these values as we got above equations. Minus ZD x cube by r cube into ZD. After cancellations, we get the overall value minus z square e square x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. Okay. The force experienced by displaced nucleus in EF of strength E is FL equals to EQ equals to ZE into E capital E. Here we equate both the FL and FC. Okay. If there is no Lorentz force, separation of positive and negative will not take place at all. So we should take a Lorentz force also. Lorentz force equals to Fc. Okay, minus z square e square x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube equals to z E capital E, minus ZE x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube equals to E. That left side and right side E cancel, means we will get this equation. Minus ZE x by 4 pi epsilon naught r cube equals to, as we know that E equals to minus ZE to x by alpha E, means we will get this from E equals to dipole moment by alpha E. Now after solving this equation, we will get alpha equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube. So we can do this work in rough book. I have already done. Hence electronic polar is ability is directly proportional to the cube of the radius of the atom. Sorry, I'll explain once. Hence electronic polar is ability is directly proportional to the cube of the radius of the atom, means alpha E. Alpha E is the electronic polarizability. We know already. Alpha E is directly proportional to the r cube. Next, second one is ionic polarization. Ionic polarization. The ionic polarization occurs when atom form molecule, and it is mainly due to a relative displacement of the atomic compounds of the molecule in the presence of an electric field. When a electric field is applied to the molecule, the positive ions displaced by x1 and the negative ions side electric field and negative ions are displaced by x2, means negative side electric field and negative ions are displaced by x2 to the positive side of the electric field. The resultant dipole moment means mu equals to q into x1 plus x2. Here we combine that both for the resultant, both ions positive and negative, x1 plus x2. Restoring force constant depend upon the mass of the ion and natural frequency, and it is given by, the frequency means mu naught. F equals to E into capital E, M equals to mu naught square into X. Okay, ionic polarization depends upon charge, positive and negative charges, and frequency we have taken mu naught square. Mass we have taken small m or capital M, or we can take a small m, m1 and small m2. X equals to E capital E by M into omega naught square. X1 plus x2 equals to E into capital E by omega naught square to 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M, or we can take E capital E by omega naught square into 1 by m1 plus 1 by m2, where here I am considering only capital M and small m, so where m mass of anion, small m is the mass of cation. Two ions, positive and negative ions. Mu ionic E into x1 plus x2, as we got E equals to, as we know that x1 plus x2 equals to, we have already derived E into capital E by omega naught square 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M. Substitute that value here. So here E into E square, it becomes E square into E by omega naught square into 1 by m plus 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M. Or alpha ionic equals to, we know that alpha ionic equals to mu ionic by E. We are considering ionic means it is belongs to that ionic polarization, equals to E square omega naught square. Here in the above equation, E and will get cancelled, and E square omega naught square equals to 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M. This polarization occurs at frequency 10 to the power of 13 Hz, which is less than electronic polarization. It is a slower process compared to the electronic polarization, as we know that it is independent of temperature. Both electronic and ionic polarizations are independent of temperature. Next, we are going to see about orientational polarization. It is also called dipole or molecular polarization. The molecules such as H2, N2, O2, Cl2, CH4, CCl4, etc. are the examples. Do not occur any dipole because center of positive charge and center of negative charge coincides. The centers, both the centers will get coincides. Both the centers will get coincides. So on the other hand, molecules CH3, Cl, H2O, HCl, ethyl acetate, polar molecules carries dipoles even in the absence of electric field. So from this we can say that atom is the original constant, molecule is the group of atoms. For polar molecules, examples are CH3Cl, H2O, HCl, ethyl acetate. They carry dipoles. Non-polar molecules examples are H2, N2, O2, Cl2, CH4, CCl4. They does not carry dipole. Group of atoms gives molecules. This is known as the orientation. Group of atoms gives molecules, and that gives orientation polarization. P naught equals to N into mu naught, mu orientation polarization. N is the number of atoms. Mu orientation is the dipole momentum. P is the polarizability. Here we are taking that N into mu orientation, N into mu square orientational into E by 3 kT. Here it is the dependent of temperature. For mu square orientation, we are taking square because for two atoms, we'll consider for two atoms, will depend upon the temperature. As you know that electronic, ionic are independent of temperature, but orientation, polarization is dependent of temperature. It is considered, temperature also considered. Okay. N into alpha naught into E. As we know, alpha naught equals to mu square orientation by 3 kT according to Boltzmann. Total polarization means we are combining all the polarizations, electronic, ionic or orientation. Alpha equals to alpha electronic plus alpha ionic plus alpha orientation equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube plus E square omega square to 1 by capital M plus 1 by small m, or E square by omega square 1 by small m plus 1 by capital M plus mu square orientation by 3 kT. These are the polarizations, some of the polarizations. And as we know that space charge polarization, last one, we left the last one, space charge polarization. Space charge polarization means zero. It does not because there is no charge in space, so it is considered as zero. So including that, we can write the total polarization like alpha equals to 4 pi epsilon naught r cube plus A square by omega square naught 1 by capital M plus 1 by small m plus mu square orientation by 3 kT plus 0. For electronic means atoms are considered. For ionic means ions are considered. For orientation means molecules are considered. For space, there is no charge only. So the resultant equation is as shown. Next, we are going to see about internal field or local field. Local field or internal field in a dielectric is the space and time average of the electric field intensity acting on particular molecule in the dielectric material. It is present in dielectric materials. Without internal field, there is no external field. So first, internal field is compulsory. Evaluation of internal field. Consider a dielectric be placed between the plates of the parallel plate capacitor and let there be an imaginary spherical cavity around the atom A inside the dielectric. The electric field at the atom site A can be made up of 4 components: E1, E2, E3 and E4. Here we are divided into 4 components. Internal field. As we see this figure, we can clearly understand the diagram. Now this is the dielectric material. Here there are positive and negative charges. In middle is the atom between capacitor parallel plates, and here positive and negative charges, and here we also have electric field. This positive and negative charges around the atom due to polarization, and we got charges plus and minus. Dielectric materials will not get atoms. Dielectric material will not get polarized without electric field. Means atom will not get polarized without dielectric material. Compulsory dielectric material should be present. Here we are taking 4 notations: E1, E2, E3 and E4. E1, they are internal field at the atom. E1 is the due to charge density. E2 is due to negative component from charge density. E3 due to structure of the material. Cubical structure. All sides are equal. means all sides are equal, means it is symmetrical. Symmetrical structure equals to 0. Therefore is due to polarized charges. Now we are going to discuss about the charges. First one, E1. E1 is the field intensity at A due to the charge density on the plates. E1 equals to d by epsilon naught. D equals to epsilon naught E plus P. As we got this equation before. Once wait, I'll show that equation. See here, D equals to epsilon naught E plus P. Here, from this we have taken that equation. E1 equals to epsilon naught E plus P by epsilon naught. Okay, substitute that D in that place, so we'll get this equation. E1 equals to, taking mu naught as or common or something, we'll do, means we'll get E plus P by epsilon naught. Okay, between parallel plates there is vacuum, so we have taken epsilon naught. Naught represents that it belongs to vacuum. D equals to epsilon E in medium, D equals to epsilon E plus P in vacuum. So E1 equals to E plus P by epsilon naught, means here P means charge density. The charge density on the plates opposite to the E1. Opposite to the E1 means E2. If charge density is opposite to E1, that is considered as E2, means just apply negative charge. Keep negative charge. Minus P by epsilon naught. Negative because it is opposite to E, means opposite charge. E2 is the field density at A due to the charge density induced on the two sides of the dielectric. Okay, it is having negative charge. Okay, as we know that I have already explained that E3 is symmetrical structure. All sides are equal, so it is taken as 0. It is not considered at all. Okay, the electric field gets balanced, so it is taken as 0. E3 is the field intensity at A due to atoms contained in the cavity. We are assuming a cubic structure. All sides are equal, cubic structure, symmetrical structure. So E3 equals to 0. E4. E4 means this is due to the polarized charges on the surface of the spherical cavity. dA is the 2 pi into PQ into QR. So I have done a rough work. Just I'll explain. We will take one circle and with radius and 2 points assumed Q and R on the circle from O. One is with angle theta and another one is d theta. D theta is a change in angle. D represents change. We know that. And is the particle. As sin theta is very small in this equation. Sin d theta is very small. First, dA is the 2 pi into PQ into QR for circumference. So dA equal to 2 pi into, from this figure we can see that PQ equals to R sin theta and R d theta. Sin theta equals to PQ by R. PQ equals to R sin theta and sin d theta equals to QR by small r. QR means R sin d theta. R sin d theta. dA equals to 2 pi PQ QR. PQ into QR. 2 pi into R sin theta into R d theta. 2 pi. R into R square. Sin theta into d theta. Sin d theta is very small, so it is taken as d theta. dq equals, where dA is the surface area between theta and theta plus d theta. We have taken already theta and d theta angles. Okay, dq equals to dA into p cos theta. dA is 2 pi into p r square sin theta into sin theta cos theta and d theta. As we got dA, substitute that dA in dq to get the charge, change in charge. As you know that E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. For electric field only one charge. Here we are considering only one charge, so we have taken only q. dE equals to 1 by 4 epsilon naught dq cos theta by r square, horizontal component. So substitute that dq value in this formula. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 pi p r square sin theta cos square theta d theta by r square. Here r square will get cancelled on integration, and pi and 2 and 2 and 4 2 times. Next, on integration E equals to p by 2 epsilon naught. Here we consider this is taken from 1 to the minus 1. Minus 1 to 1 sin theta cos square theta d theta. Here because of polarization of electrons, so x equals to cos theta, dx equals to minus, let us consider to solve this, x equals to cos theta, dx equals to minus sin theta d theta. E equals to, we'll get, write that minus outside, from minus 1 to the 1, x square dx p by 2 epsilon naught. Here we are using 1 and minus 1 because of Lorentz. Lorentz has taken 1 and minus 1 for his convenience purpose. Minus, as we know, on integration we get minus x cube by 3 minus 1 to 1 p by epsilon to epsilon naught. Substitute that value is minus 1 and 1. Minus 1 by whole cube by 3 minus 1 into p by 2 epsilon naught. Outside minus is like that only, minus into minus 1 by 3 by minus 1 by 3 to p by 2 epsilon naught. Minus 1 by 3 minus 1, and that's minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 becomes minus 2 by 3 p by 2 epsilon naught, and minus into minus it becomes plus. So 2p by 3 into 2 into epsilon naught, the 2 get cancelled. E equals to p by 3 epsilon naught. As I got this equation. This all I have done in rough work. So the electric field due to this charge at A, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by r square. We are once again I am explaining. E4 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught dq by r square. Here we are considering only one charge, so I am taking q. Okay, the field in theta 0 direction. In 0 direction, dE4 equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here dq into cos theta by r square. And horizontal component we take dq into cos theta. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught r square, as we got, as I derived before, dq equals to 2 pi p r square sin theta cos theta d theta. Substitute that value into cos theta here, it becomes cos square theta. Means dE4 equals to p by 2 epsilon naught cos square theta into sin theta into d theta. Okay, this is the total field E4 due to the charges on the surface of the entire cavity is after calculating this all, E4 equals to p by 3 epsilon naught. I have already calculated and explained to you. The internal field or Lorentz field can be written as, internal field means all summation of all that, means EI, internal field, equals to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4. EI equals to E plus P by epsilon naught. We arrive that, and minus P by epsilon naught plus 0 plus P by 3 epsilon naught. Okay, P by 3 epsilon naught minus P by 3 epsilon naught will get cancelled, and remaining 1 hour. EI equals to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. And the last one, Clausius-Massotti relation. We are going to see about Clausius-Massotti equation. Consider a dielectric material having cubic structure and assume ionic polarizability and orientation polarizability are 0. In this Clausius-Massotti equation, we are taking ionic and orientation polarizability as are 0, means alpha equals to 0, alpha naught for molecules are also 0. Alpha I equals to 0, alpha naught equals to 0. Polarization means P equals to N into mu. Polarization of atom. P equals to N into alpha E into EI, where mu equals to alpha E into EI. Alpha is the electronic polarizability. Here only ionic and orientation are 0, so we are taking electronic. For mu equals to alpha E into EI, where EI equals to E plus P by 3 epsilon naught has been derived before in internal field or Lorentz field. Next, derivation part. P equals to N alpha E and EI for atoms. P equals to N alpha E into E plus P by 3 epsilon naught. 3 epsilon naught, and P equals to N alpha E plus alpha E capital E plus N alpha E into P by 3 epsilon naught has multiplied inside. N alpha E is distributed to both. P, take that alpha N alpha E capital E to the left hand side. P minus N alpha E P by 3 epsilon naught equals to N alpha E capital E. Now common the P is common in both, so take outside. P 1 into 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to N alpha E into E. So bring that left side part 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught to the right side. It equals to P equals to N alpha E by 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught. As in the left side it is in a multiplication, it will be in division, means bottom part, it comes to the bottom. We know that the polarization vector P equals to epsilon naught E mu r minus 1 mu r minus 1 from 1 and 2. Before equation, P equals N alpha E by 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught, and P equals epsilon naught E into epsilon r minus 1. From that both equations we equate those, because PP equals left side equal means right sides also can be equaled. N alpha E capital E by 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to epsilon naught into E epsilon r minus 1. Okay, now 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to N alpha E capital E by epsilon naught. That 1 minus L alpha E 3 epsilon naught is taken to the right hand side, and epsilon naught E epsilon r minus 1 is taken to the LHS side. So it becomes 1 minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught equals to N alpha E by epsilon naught E mu r minus 1. Now bring that minus N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught to the right hand side. 1 equals to N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught plus N alpha E into E by epsilon naught E into epsilon r minus 1. Now we solve this one. E get cancelled, and we get the equation 1 equals to N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught plus N alpha E by epsilon naught into epsilon r minus 1. So take that N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught common. 1 equals to N alpha E by 3 epsilon naught common means 1 plus 3 by epsilon r minus 1. Now Bring that 1 plus 3 by epsilon r minus 1 to the LHS side. Then n alpha e by 3 epsilon naught equals to 1 by 1 plus 3 by epsilon r minus 1. So the final equation is n alpha e 3 epsilon naught equals to epsilon r minus 1 by epsilon r plus 2 is called as the Clausius-Massotti equation. This is came like this. Here in above equation 1 by 1 plus 3 by epsilon r means, so epsilon r minus 1 plus 3 by epsilon r minus 1. Epsilon r minus 1 plus 3 is taken as epsilon r plus 2. So here we have taken epsilon r minus 1 by epsilon r plus 2. This is known as the Clausius-Massotti equation. Next, finally, ferroelectric materials or electroelectricity. Ferroelectric crystals exhibit spontaneous polarization. Electric polarization without electric field. That is means spontaneous. This is the electric polarization without electric field. This is called as the ferroelectricity. Ferroelectric crystals possesses high dielectric constant. They have high dielectric constant, and each unit cell of ferroelectric crystal carries a reversible electric dipole moment. It always carries that a reversible electric dipole moment. Example: barium titanate, BaTiO3. Sodium nitrate, NaNO3, and some of the examples and etc. Rochely salt. Some of them examples are chili salt. And last part of this dielectrics is solid dielectrics in transformer. Okay, cotton tape is used for insulating the conductors of oil-cooled transformers. Fibrous materials are used in air-cooled transformers. Fibrous materials. Some materials like fibrous materials are used in air-cooled transformers. And high quality synthetic resin bonded paper in the form of cylinder is used as an insulator between core and coils. Between both core and coils, and also between primary and secondary windings. Okay, pressboard or press paper is used as a filling and as a packing material between oil. So this is about the dielectrics. Thank you.